Welcome back to Cut to the Banter. We're going through Invincible Season 3, Episodes 6, 7, and 8. We're finally to the finale.
And this is episode 6.
Yeah.
That's
This is Episode 6.
huge.
That-
Yeah, so this is not episode 6. This is actually episode 8 due to Superman and Fantastic Four. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Huge.
So we split it exactly in 3, so that's
Yeah.
awesome.
We are recording this episode the day after we saw Superman. You saw that episode last week.
Yep.
Genuinely so jarring. Like watching Superman and then coming back to this last episode of Invincible.
Yes.
Like,
oh my gosh. When you mentioned that, I was like, bro, you're just so right.
Yeah.
I was like, when we watched, I was like, no, this is not what this is not hero stuff.
No, for real. I was like, what am I watching? Like,
yep. But that all plays into what is Invincible.
Yep.
And I think we'll dive into that, and it'll be really fun.
I guess, so we'll start with episode 6.
Yes. Yeah, so scores. We're gonna start with scores.
Okay.
Just because.
I guess score of season 3.
Yes.
Of season 3 altogether. Oh, I forget what I gave 1 and 2. I think I gave 2 and 8. I think I gave 1 and 9.
No, because you didn't like 1 as much as you did season 2.
Right, I gave 1 8 and I gave 2 9.
Yeah. I think I had pretty much the same scores. Yeah. Yep. Season 3 for me was probably my favorite season so far. I think for me it's a 9, and I am excited for what Invincible is going to bring, so I'm comfortable keeping it there until we can kind of see what comes with Invincible.
Yeah, oh man. There's a part of me that wants to bump down season 1 and season 2 and then put this at a 9.
Okay.
Man, season 1, okay.
Because I kind of think I do too. I think I want to put season 2 in 8.5.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking, because season 1 I feel like was so much more memorable than season 2, but like fresh season 2 was really good. Like I just remember, oh man, that's hard. Like the season 1 storyline was just so good.
Yeah,
and season 2 was just building off of that. And oh
man, and see, and this is what I said when we were talking about season 2 is like that's why I prefer season 2. Because I mean, season 1 they have some themes there, but the overarching theme of what is Omni-Man doing, is what that season 1 was about. Whereas when we get to season 2, that huge storyline branched off into these different themes that's woven into who is Mark Grayson and what is he going to become. And so for me, that's why I still keep season 2 above, but that's just because I'm a guy who loves motifs and themes and how that plays into a show. But I'm not at all offended if someone decides to go with season 1 being, because it is so good. The first episode just completely changes what you think superhero genre is.
Yeah. Honestly, low key, I like as I'm thinking about it as you're talking, every season is so good and they each have their charm.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if I can pick one over the other. Like
we need an
we need an episode breakdown, or we need to like rank the episodes and like find out what the average is. I think I would put season 3 as at a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would give it a 9.
Yeah, I like that. Which maybe we can do a breakdown of each episode
breakdown will go
in our Patreon.
Oh shoot,
we're gonna start a Patreon soon, so be looking out for that. We have a bunch of ideas for some different Patreon stuff to do, so keep an eye out for that. But we'll move on to Invincible season 3 episode 6.
Powerplex.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of the episode?
my favorite part of the episode, I mean, honestly, that the fight at the end when Mark and him are fighting, and then like he kills his wife and child.
Oh my
is
God.
Just so devastating.
Yeah.
Like,
no, for real. Like, it was so funny. My wife does not care about the show in the least bit. She was watching that scene with us and got so upset over what he did. And to me, that just shows you the Invincible's character, like the way its ability to create a character in such a short amount of time and connect you in either a positive or negative way. And I think that's what they did with this episode, because episodes 7 and 8, or mainly 7, continue to build this like Powerplex sucks. It's just not a good person because of what happened to him and everything. So they are so good at that. Like, one episode created this character that you connect with in a very visceral way, I think.
Like, part of me understands like his motivations, but he's just so blinded by the rage and maybe even a little bit of jealousy of like, but mostly rage. And like not seeing the good that he's done. And I mean, I think it's genuinely a conversation, an interesting conversation, you know, like, Mark Grayson did not kill any of these people directly, but I mean, he had some involvement in their death, right? Like, it's an interesting conversation. Like, does all of the good that he's done absolve him of the lives that he's taken? Like,
and I think that is one thing that they address in this episode, because he felt so guilty just going to the memorial because he blames himself for that. And you know, the episode tries to tell you that, like, no, like, he's the good guy, he's a good person. This didn't make him the villain or change his character in any way. Like, he's the good guy. And over and over again, they're just like, bro, you're a victim of this too. And that was one thing that like helped me click to see like that whole, when they said that, I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's really interesting. Talking about like, he does not see himself as a victim because he burdens this responsibility of, I should have been able to like stop the deaths. I need to save everybody. But that didn't happen. And he was beaten, and
that was like we were talking about, or we just talked about, like, the insane change of like vibe from Superman to watching this. And like, I think Invincible and Superman are both very similar characters, and they're like want to do good. But you see, you know, Invincible is I feel like farther along than Superman is. When we see him, he's farther along in his superheroing. And you see the so many people are dying around him. Where in Superman we saw, you know, like he was able to save everybody. But Invincible is fighting some insanely powerful people, and like he just doesn't have the ability to do so, to save everybody.
Exactly. And I think that's a really interesting that's a really interesting point that they're pointing out in very graphic ways. Is just the like, he has this drive to save everybody, but he's not strong enough yet, and that's part of what plays into his the guilt. Is he feels like he needs to be strong enough to take down everybody. And that it was really, really interesting to see, like you just said, like how Invincible and Superman are very close in their ideals. But then also like to see how this episode of Invincible like played into what Superman was talking about with like Lex Luthor and Superman, and seeing how they really connected in a way I didn't expect.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that. But bro, Powerplex is a psychopath.
Like, yeah,
and so real. Is his wife.
Yeah, and like seeing you know, like the whole hostage thing with his wife, but then he was like, this was your idea. Like she's crazy too. she's bought into his lunacy.
Yeah, and it like is rage filled lunacy.
Yeah. And like, and I mean, and I think that makes sense of like why he was just so insane, because his wife was in on it too.
Yeah, like, exactly. No one told him not to do this.
Yeah, no, there was no voice of reason.
No, and like again, we continue to say about this show is the little moments really capture you. Like we could have gotten the scene with Powerplex whenever he's after he failed the first time and he's with his wife, and we could have just seen that part and like her encouraging him and stuff. Yeah. But then they decided to add a like 10-second clip of him trying to comfort his crying child, and he can't.
Yeah.
Because there's this disconnect between reality and like the things that he's creating in his mind.
Yeah.
And he can't connect with his child anymore.
Yeah, that scene was crazy.
Like I really was like sad that he can't connect with his child. And that's what I mean with those little moments really creating a character in one episode.
And I think that's why like I can sympathize with Powerplex in a way, because like I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah,
you know, like I definitely like I can't feel what he's feeling.
No,
but I can understand where he's coming from.
Yeah,
and I think that's really interesting. A continuous theme throughout this show is showing us the villain side. Like we've seen that a few times.
Yep, and especially like in this instance, we have been going with Mark through everything. So obviously we know like he isn't culpable for the crimes Omni-Man committed.
Yeah.
But from the outside looking in, not seeing anything, just seeing you going to get coffee and Invincible comes through this building where your sister and your nephew are. Yeah. Like, or niece. And like seeing him hold her arm.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Crazy.
When I first saw that, I was like, there's no way they made that connection from season 1 to this season. I was like, that's wild.
And I mean, you can even see there, you can see how Powerplex was, you know, he created this in his mind a little bit. Like you could see how Mark was trying to save this building and was devastated when he was literally holding this lady's arm.
Yeah.
Like,
and then like, to me, it was really odd the way that they flew off.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it happened. I don't think he flew off with his dad. Because I think the next scene was him grabbing Mark and going to the train station.
Yeah.
And
that's interesting.
And I don't know if that's true. Yeah. But that's I always had a little bit of like, I don't remember that from season 1. So I might have to go back and watch that. But then like you're seeing him go through this story, and it was continually the people around him saying like, you don't need to interact with this guy. He's just not worth your time. All he's trying to do is egg you on, and you're creating this guilt within yourself. And it's not going to help you to face this guy.
Yeah.
And, you know, him being like, I need to like right my wrongs by talking to this guy, maybe helping him. But Powerplex didn't want help.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's like Mark could have never killed another person, and Powerplex and like done so much good, and Powerplex would have still been blinded by the rage.
Yeah.
And like Powerplex was just a lost cause.
Mm-hmm.
And like
and we see that with the last scene
mm-hmm.
with him in episode 6 of like him being like, I'm sorry, and I hope you know that I feel so much guilt over this.
Yeah.
And he's like, you think this helps you being sad?
Yeah.
Like, he does not care what Invincible feels. He wants Invincible dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just stupid. Yeah. Like, the way that you see... Because then we get the scene or the part before when him and Invincible fight. Like, they finally meet, and this is where, like, this is the climax of the episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Of being like, Powerplex becomes what he was seeking to destroy.
Yep.
And again, this is that point where we kind of see that connection between the storyline of Superman and this episode. It was really jarring for me when it clicked for me. Like, we talked about how Lex did actions that took his humanity away, like killing someone in cold blood, and the way he used people around him. He didn't see other people as humans either. But then we get to Powerplex, and he is trying to kill someone he thinks is a murderer.
Yeah, but you know, in that journey, he kills multiple people. He kills his wife and child. You know, and in the first scene when Shapesmith is the one that goes and meets him.
Yep.
You have that scene, and then when he thinks he killed Shapesmith, you know, he freaks out.
Yeah, exactly.
And which makes sense, but it just shows like his reasoning. He was like, Invincible made me do this. Invincible made me do this, and it's like that just shows where his mind is at.
Yeah, exactly. Invincible is to blame for everything. And you know, one of the and this is the one of the biggest themes of Invincible is Mark being unwilling to quit. And that shows in his character, like, you know, yes, he changes, and we see that at the end of Invincible, or in the end of season 3, but like, he has this sense of like, I'm not going to stop. There is nothing that is going to like completely flip my ideals and make me a villain. Whereas like that's what happened with
that's exactly what happened with Powerplex.
Exactly. And so
even all of this, even the people that Invincible did kill intentionally, he still held on to that humanity even after doing that.
Exactly. And that, like, we see this, and we can transition into episode 7 when he finds out Angstrom Levy is like alive, and he's like, I put myself through so much torture thinking that I killed him just for him to do this.
Yeah. How does, because it's at the end of episode 6 that we see all of the Invincibles, right? I'm pretty sure.
I think that's like that is the end credit scene when we see the
all the portals open,
yes,
and then all
exactly.
the Invincibles come in.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember your reaction was so cool because you were like, who are these people? and then you clicked for you, and you're like, oh, what is about to happen? And you're like, and you knew a little bit. You're like, Invincible War?
Yeah.
And this is a question that I had for you that, because there's been a little bit of discourse of like, how do you think they handled Invincible War? Because usually in the comics, Invincible War was like a long issue. It wasn't what we got the one episode.
Okay.
So do you think they should have taken more time to to go through it, or do you like the pacing of it?
I mean, I don't know if I can answer that question without reading the comic, because I feel like did we lose anything?
Probably a little bit. I think we lost a couple of moments that.
Okay.
But
we lost fight scenes.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
And then I really like the way that they, like, even just like kind of throwing the comic out, just kind of like the way they wrote it with like the day one. It's so ominous.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, what's about to happen?
I guess it does kind of feel like, with like day one, day two, like it kind of seems like it's going to be this long thing, and it's not.
Yeah.
Which is not the end of the world.
No. And especially like you do kind of expect it just because, it's episode 7.
Yeah.
And honestly, actually, I was kind of like thrown for a loop whenever I first watched it, because like I watched it semi as it was coming out. Like it had been like 4 episodes in, and I watched the 4, and then I watched it go, and I wasn't keeping track, so I thought episode 7 was episode 8.
Oh.
And so whenever I saw the last scene, I was like, no, I have to wait a whole year for this. Yeah. But then it came out, and I was like, oh, what the heck? But yeah, I will say, definitely, I think the pacing was fast.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But
I don't think you can fix that without like just doing it in another episode, which they didn't have time for.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely curious to see what it looked like in the comic.
Yeah.
Which I ordered volume 1, so I'm gonna have 1 and 2 now. Nice. So I think it's only up to.
Does it even get to where Omni-Man?
Yeah, that's at the end of the first volume.
Okay.
I think this one gets to. I'm trying to remember. It's like when Mark gets beat up by Battle Beast, and a little bit after that.
Oh, nice.
So it's like issue like 25, I think.
Nice.
So.
Oh yeah, your boy got crispy. I am so sunburnt. I went to the lake today. Oh my gosh.
I got white.
Hopefully this will give me a little brown. But yeah, episode 7 was really cool.
Episode 7 was very cool. Yeah.
This was one of those episodes where you kind of like, it's not so heavy in the themes, but that's because it's filled with action.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, because Invincible War, it's all action, it's all him fighting.
Yeah,
and like Eve gets hurt, so that's a big thing.
Yeah, and what do you think about him not going out after Eve got hurt?
I mean, it's just it's another immature Mark thing, It was stupid, but Mark's 19, 20, it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly, and especially after like everything with Amber.
Yeah.
He almost saw her die because of Anissa.
Yeah.
And he already has this connection with his family where like anyone dies and he's going to go off the rails, bro.
And we see that with the last thing he says in this season. We'll get there.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, there's not much to talk about other than the ending of episode 7.
Yeah,
like it's kind of just the fight scenes.
Yeah,
and
Cecil's like a crazy.
Yeah, just dropping bars. But that's also the ending. Yeah, right. Like him.
That's true.
That's after they won the Invincible War.
Yeah,
and
seeing like the way that he beats Angstrom Levy was really cool to see. Like he didn't get thrown into a portal.
Yeah.
Again, one because he had gotten stronger, but also because he knew how.
Yeah,
Angstrom fought.
He learned.
Exactly.
That's a cool. Because I feel like a lot of the time with recurring villains. It's just the same thing, and they don't ever learn.
No.
And so that's cool. Like everything in Invincible just makes sense most of the time.
Exactly. Like there are moments where you're just like you didn't have to put that in there, but it makes it so much better because you decided to give us that little bit of knowledge into this world.
Yeah. Just good writing.
Yeah, exactly. And like seeing, and so we could transition to the last part of episode 7 where we see him in the rubble. Oh my gosh. Like right before. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, oh, he's just there, like trying to fix. He finds another dead body and he almost like throws up.
Yeah.
So he goes to take a second. And it's like, oh, and then why does everything bad have to happen to Mark Grayson, bro?
And the bar that Mark dropped, he said I don't.
He said, all this that you see was my fault. Yeah. So all I want to do is hit something as hard as I can. Oh my gosh, bro.
Seeing like Conquest was just so ominous.
I was like so not ready for that.
Yeah.
I was like, no, this isn't happening right now. What the heck is going on? And then, oh my gosh, dude. Episode 8?
Episode 8 was crazy.
Yeah.
It was just constant, like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like,
and this is another one where it's like, they really were like, this is the fight scene.
Yeah.
And
I mean, 30 minutes of that was him fighting Conquest.
Yeah.
Like,
but even like seeing, and see, this again goes back into this the third time that I've said it. Like, Conquest is a good character that they wrote in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
The little moments they gave us, like the crazy heart.
And like I feel like I understand Conquest literally just with the little ad libs that he throws out while they're fighting.
Yeah, like, exactly. You're like, this guy is...
Well, because it makes sense. Because I mean, jumping a little bit forward, the thing that he tells Mark when he's choking him, he's like, that. Okay, I've heard that monologue so many times, but like I had no idea where that was from, and
that's crazy.
And that tells you a lot about that character. Like him saying, I don't even get a real name. I only get a purpose. And like, that along with everything else just tells you exactly who he is.
Exactly.
He is this warrior that has been given the purpose to conquer other planets, and that's all he does.
And like, he continued to get better at it. And so they were just like, you're our war machine now because you're so strong.
Yeah.
And him saying, I'm a victim of my own success. Dude.
That's a yee bar right there.
A yee bar?
That's a Kanye bar.
Oh my gosh. Bro, you're going to get canceled.
New song? I'm kidding.
No, we do not promote that.
That song was terrible.
But yeah,
don't listen to it.
Don't please.
Everybody knows it, bro. Everybody knows
it. But like, like you find out who Conquest is in his little like 3-sentence lines that he has with Mark every so often throughout the fights.
Yeah.
And like this part stuck out to me, like, cause he's like, I'm gonna fight you. I get so much thrill out of fighting you. But then like after Invincible like got him and the whole heart thing with the in space with the blood, I was like, that is just not.
And it's low-key interesting because like, with that whole monologue, it kind of seems like a juxtaposition to everything he was saying like while they were fighting. Like he was saying how much he enjoys this and how much he loves this and how much thrill he gets out of it. And then he was talking about how like one of the other lines he said, like, sometimes I get so lonely, like I want to cry, but I don't.
Yeah. And because like, not another single soul in this universe would care.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. And honestly, like, those are the conditions that creates a literal psychopath.
I mean, and I think that's why Viltrumites are the way they are.
Yeah.
Like, Viltrumites have been put in a position to where that is just how they act.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of interesting. I wonder if Nolan was just on Earth for so long that, you know, he got out of that environment.
Yeah.
And, you know, his just absolute apathy to anything was kind of started to break.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and you see that in season 2, whenever he's like getting mad about the death of the Thraxans.
Yeah.
He's like, why do I care?
Yeah.
And you know, Mark says, like, this is how you should have felt on Earth. But and to me, like, that kind of like shows you the effect humanity has. And like, that's one of those other themes that they're pushing is like, whenever you live in a world where humans are the focus, they're the main ones on the Earth, or on the planet.
Yeah.
Something changes you. This idea of becoming a human, like humanity within you, and how like it changed Omni-Man. He was like, why do I care about these Thraxans? And Mark basically says, like, because you lived with humans for so long. And you should have felt like that when you killed humans.
And I think it's clear that Omni-Man did feel that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he didn't kill Mark. Because he left.
Exactly.
And like that shows that he was feeling that a little bit.
Like, one of the lines he says in season 1 is, what's another 17 years? I can always make another kid.
Yep.
But then that is completely thrown out of like, you don't believe him anymore because he's crying whenever he decides to leave, because he's like, I just did that to my own kid.
Yeah.
And so, like, going back to season 8, we see this, like, the Viltrumites are a menace to the universe because they have, like, because their civilization is all about apathy and, like, just be the strongest so we can rule the universe.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's such an interesting tidbit that they dropped for the audience to know that there's only a finite amount of, like, purebred Viltrumites left.
Yeah.
I think that's so interesting.
Yeah.
It's like another one knocked off the list every single time another one dies.
Exactly.
Like
and you have that anticipation.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, and especially, like, he's saying that after these 2 Viltrumites just died. So you're like, oh, like, we can make headway.
Yeah.
And especially now that there's 4 Viltrumites that could fight for with the coalition of the planet.
Yeah. Well, and Mark has I mean, he killed Conquest, like, one of their strongest.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is crazy, like, seeing how when he fought Anissa to now, like, how much stronger
he got. And I mean, obviously he had help. Like, he wouldn't have been able to survive, I think, without
Adam Eve.
Yeah. And this is one of the things that always brought, is like, or always gets brought up is, without Adam Eve, he would have just died in that final scene when she, like, blasts him.
Yeah.
But it's like, he got distracted because Adam Eve was going crazy.
Yeah.
And so to me that was interesting. But to see, dude, when Conquest killed Adam Eve.
Yeah.
Hardest bar dropped so far by Mark. When he said,
I don't remember.
When he said, I don't care how strong you are.
Yeah.
I don't care how fast you are. I can see the future.
Yeah.
You don't like what?
Yeah.
No.
Can. Yeah, you won't see tomorrow. That was crazy.
I was like,
also the Cecil, I need you. Like I've heard that so many times. I'm like, what is this happening?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, and like I knew Adam Eve wasn't gonna die.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty obvious. But
how convinced were you that Oliver was gonna die?
I don't know.
Were you on the edge?
I was 100% doubting. I was like, there's no way they kill Oliver here.
Dude.
But they killed Rex. We didn't talk about Rex! We have to talk about Rex, bro.
How did we forget that?
We gotta go back to episode 7.
Okay.
Bro, Rex. Moment of silence.
Yes.
My boy! Bro, the absolute redemption arc that Rex went on, I was telling them earlier, I was literally celebrating when Rex got shot in the head in season 2. I was like, yes, he's gone finally.
That's so insane.
I was devastated. He went like he had his Tony Stark moment, bro. He had his sacrifice play.
Yeah.
Like they're like, you aren't the one to make the sacrifice play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I am. Like and the fact that like he just that he revealed that he literally had a metal skeleton, like again that makes his upbringing like
his skeleton isn't metal.
But isn't that how he blows it up?
No, it's anything he touches.
Oh,
his goggles aren't metal.
Oh, I just assumed. Never mind.
But like, still, like, bro, what? And like you can see like this was kind of a lower level Invincible.
Yeah.
Because he like charged for that an explosive the size of him was able to take out this Invincible.
Yeah.
But bro,
dude,
when I first watched this, I was like kind of going crazy when they did the Billie Eilish song. I was like, there's no freaking way you decide to make me feel this way after you kill Rex. Like,
dude, like, and the way he went out was just so cool.
Yes.
And then, Ray, seeing it explode was crazy.
I was like, oh, bro, I was really surprised you didn't catch. I'm like, you caught it, but you didn't like. I don't think you really connected it when he was like, finally in my whole miserable life. Things are going all right. Yeah. No, don't say those words.
For real, bro. Oh my god.
Which I mean is another one of those things that Invincible does, where they kind of take the stereotypes or the tropes and stuff and like play into it, and like we didn't when you said that, you're like, oh, like haha, like whatever, he's happy. Literally 10 minutes later.
Bro, I did not see that coming at all. Like I was genuinely so happy for him and Ray. I was like, yes, this is so cool.
Yes.
Bro, what?
And like I was literally like a giggling schoolgirl whenever you were like when you were watching it, I was like just anticipating your reaction.
Okay. Jumping to the end of episode 8, Rudy taking Rex's name is just disgusting.
No,
that's wild.
No, and he already took his face because he took his. Oh, not even just he took everything.
You can have his name. You can have literally his body, but you'll never be Rex.
You'll never be Rex.
And
it's nothing like it's not that Rudy's not a good character. That was just weird.
So weird.
I
think it's because he thinks that. Beast Girl or whatever the heck. What's her name? Monster Girl?
Yeah, Monster Girl.
Likes that. And then
likes that.
And then she calls him Rex.
Yeah, she
did. That's so weird.
It's so weird. It's when we get to season 4, bro, I'm gonna be so.
That's not Rex, bro. That ain't my Rex.
That ain't my Rex. No. It was ridiculous, dude.
That was so stupid.
No. But it was really cool to see like we've been saying about the relationship between Eve and Mark. as them being just so like emotionally intelligent. Like when we get the scene with Eve and Mark and they're at the fence after she was like she was gonna say something and she cried about him dying. Like what you would expect is kind of this jealousy or whatever to rise an immature teenager. But no, like he's so happy she's alive.
And also that Adam Eve didn't get mad about him smiling.
Yeah.
And like she understood like she was dead. Like
yeah.
But because of her powers, you know, she came back. And like he's just so happy about that.
Yeah.
And like where's my Adam Eve, bro? Where is she?
You'll find one day, I guess. Okay. I think. Okay. Invincible has been an amazing show. It's
time to move on.
It is.
It's time to go on to bigger adventures.
I don't know about bigger, but other adventures. We would welcome suggestions. We kind of already have a plan. Next week we will be. I think we're gonna try and get maybe Spider-Man 2 and 3 if we can, just because we kind of want to move this movie series along. And like I said, be looking out for Patreon stuff. We have plans for what to do for that.
Yeah.
And you know, because if you want to continue to support this channel, that's what this is going to be.
We have bigger plans than just making money.
Yeah.
That's a little teaser. That's a little foreshadowing.
Yeah. Bro, you don't have to be so overhanded with it.
Take it.
But that was our season. Yeah. That was our Invincible series.
How many episodes did we get on Invincible? Like 4?
I think 4.
But I think we did season 2 and then the rest have been on season 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It would have been way more.
But, yeah. Because it was literally in the middle of season 2. We're like, we should start this podcast.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for coming along with us. In the world. Huh?
Like every other white guy in the world. Yeah. But ours is better.
Yeah, exactly. In our tiny little room. But thank you for coming along with us. Anyone who's been watching, we've enjoyed this immensely.
Yeah.
And we are excited for what's to come in the future.
To the moon, baby.
Yes,
to the moon.
To the moon.
All right.
If you like our takes, we love that. If you hate our takes, we also love that.
Any publicity is good, but publicity, in my opinion.
And thank you for watching our stuff. It means a lot. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.